welcome everybody to game 2 of our mini tournament, and this is my game 2 opponents list. We have a Land Raider with 5 Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators, a unit of Scouts, they have Camel Cloaks on, and 10 Marines with a Razorback. That last cannon really is a missile launcher. He didn't have the model for it, but that's what he has. And like I said, there's 10 men and a Razorback. Alright, and here is the table that we played on and his deployment. We're playing a pitched battle with D3 plus 2 objectives. I rolled and we ended up having 3 objectives. So you can see them in the middle of the screen and to the left and right of the middle. So it's a straight line. And his deployment is on the very top left. He has his Razorback with 5 Marines inside. That squad has a Flamer, the Terminators, and the Land Raider in the middle of the screen. And above them laying down is the Scouts. And to the top right is the 5-man combat squad that came with the Razorback. And behind them, on the very top right, is the 5 Marines that's inside the Razorback and his Terminators. And then here's my deployment. On the very bottom left of the table, my Razorback Librarian inside of with the Razorback squad, and to the right of them is my Dreadnought behind the hill. And his turn 1, you can see he begins with the Scouts. He moves up the middle of the hill and runs them so that he gets cover and he controls that objective. And the Razorback squad moves up and hides behind the tree. And on the very top right, kind of, is his 5-man Marine squad. He moved and ran them. So he's trying to take control of the board here. And then this is my turn. My Razorback moves up to the left to get a shot at his Rhino, Razorback behind the tree, and the Dreadnought moves up on top of the hill. They both shoot at the Razorback, his Razorback, and they do nothing this turn. Otherwise, my drop pod didn't come in, because it's turn 1, obviously. And then during his turn, he moves and runs these guys to get a better position inside of this forest hill. And on his left side, his right side, my left side of the table, he moves the Land Raider over to shoot at my Dreadnought, and the Razorback stays still. And this is him rolling some dice. The Razorback, the heavy bolter, shooting at this squad. He popped the Razorback with his Land Raider. He shot one at the Dreadnought and machine spirited the other one at the Razorback, my Razorback. He wrecked it and he shook my Dreadnought, so he can't shoot this turn. Alright, and this is the beginning of my turn. I was mistaken. The Dreadnought did not get shaken, but he did move. And same thing with this squad on the left side. You can see my Dark Angels moving up towards his Razorback. I ended up shooting the Razorback, and I think this turn I wrecked it or exploded it. And on the right side of the hill, my drop pod comes in, and the 10 Marines pop out. I shoot at the squad that has the objective on the right side, and I ended up killing, I think, 3 guys. And he felt his morale and fell back after my shooting. Alright, now going back to the Razorback squad. I didn't wreck it or explode it. I blew off its weapon. So now it's just a box. It doesn't have its twin-linked heavy bolter on it anymore. But he decided to jump the guys out, move, and shoot and assault my Dark Angel squad. Then here's the picture of the assault. And on the charge, my Librarian goes first with 4 attacks, a power weapon, initiative 5, weapon skill 5. So I'm hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s. And in this turn of combat, we both whiff and actually do no wounds to each other, which is pretty cool. And I don't know why this picture is in here. I guess to show I killed 2 of his Marines, and I think that's it. Or no, he shot at my squad during his turn. But anyways, I don't know why this picture's here. It does nothing. Alright, now this is the turn where he actually shook my Dreadnought. You can see the 1 on its base. This is after my movement, shooting, running for him, and he has smoke on him. And then my Dark Angel squad moves up and shoots the guys, and he ends up having just 2 Marines left afterwards. You can see he fails in morale. Those 2 red dice, I believe that's 11. But he falls back this turn. Then after combat, you can see his squad is actually falling back. My squad, tactical Marines here and the librarian, kill him. I think they do 1 wound, and he falls back. Looks like there's 4 Marines left. And on the bottom right, you see that's 5. That's what I got after I rolled my D6 wipeout. So I rolled a 5. Then this is the top of his 4th turn. I believe that's the turn dice right there in the middle of the right hand side. His Landator moves up, Terminators get out. His squad continues to fall back, and he runs the Terminators towards the objective. And this turn, this Razorback tries to tank shock my Marines, but he rolls a 1 to immobilize himself at the edge of the forest there. And then you see here, after his shooting, he shoots at these Dark Angels. He doesn't do any wounds, and you can see the 6 on my Dreadnought. He shoots at it, gets 2 penetrating hits with his last cannons off of his Land Raider. And Dark Angel Codex having the Old Smoke, all penetrating counts as glancing. And he glanced it twice, and he ended up immobilizing it right there. So no more moving for him. Then here you see during my the end of his turn, the 4 on my Dreadnought, it's immobilized and he can't shoot this turn. And that's it. Alright, now here you can see my Librarian broke off his squad. They're gonna walk these Marines off the board, kind of. I just wanted them to take another turn of falling back. The Librarian, I had a plan with the Librarian to move up and use his flame psychic power, but that one there next to him, I failed the psychic test on apparels. I think it was double 6s, and then it didn't go off, and now he's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs. And after my turn of shooting, you can see my opponent rolling his leadership test on that 1 Marine, which he passes and stays there. And this is the left side of the board after my shooting. You can see his squad is reduced to 1 Marine left, and he's still falling back because I'm within 6 inches, and that's it over here. And this is my opponent's turn. You can see he moves, and he's gonna assault my Librarian, and you can see the Razorback has that red dice on it. It immobilized himself, like I said in a couple clips before, and that's it. This is after the assault. He killed my Librarian and consolidated deeper into the forest, I guess. Alright, and this is, I believe turn 5. I think the dice right there says 5. You see my Dreadnought lost his arm, his left arm, with the flamer. And my Marines move forward, and they shoot their bolt pistols at the scouts and then assault them. And you can see the Marine on the right. He's kind of by himself. I shoot my Dreadnought's last cannon, and the storm bolts are at him to get him off that objective. He's only 1 Marine, so it's pretty easy to get him. Alright, and my assault phase, you can see the Marine on the right. He is dead, and my Dark Angels assaulted the scouts. I put what it looks like, I think 2 models. They're all up there and they're all fighting. I just there's nowhere to put them on that weird rocky terrain there. And I ended up killing the scouts, and that's my objective after combat. And here you go, like I said, after combat I consolidate, and that's my objective. And you see here on the left side of the table, I moved and ran my Dark Angels down, trying to get away from his Terminators, but he rolled pretty good on his difficult terrain to get out of the forest. I was hoping that he rolled low, but he ends up assaulting them and killing them, and you can see the objective behind him. The lone Marine moves, and this is the end of turn 5, I think, or 5. I would have won if the game ended, but the game went on another turn. And like I said, if the game had ended that turn, I would have won. But this is the end of the game. You see my Dreadnought's lying on his back. He ended up getting killed during my opponent's turn. But during my turn, the bottom of last turn, before it went on to whatever, My Dreadnought shot its twin glass cannon at the remaining Space Marine. I hit him, and I rolled a 1 to wound, so he survived. And if I would have killed him, I would have won the game. But as it stands, it's a draw, so I am 1-0-1 for our tournament, and going on to game 3.